Triads in space! What's up, ape descendant creatures? Today we're gonna do triads. We're gonna do major triads. And by the end of this video, you will be able to play major triads in any inversion, anywhere on the neck, on any set of 3 strings. This is very powerful stuff. It's similar to the caged system for guitar chords, if you know that one, but I actually think this is much better than the cage system. It's more comprehensive, it's more consistent in the way that it voices things, and it's actually simpler. So I think this is better than the cage system in a number of ways. And it's easier to learn. So, I mean, come on. Okay, I don't want to waste your time, so what I'm going to do is up top, I'm just going to talk for a little bit about what inversions are, and then go over what specific fingerings I think are most efficient for all of these guys. And then we're going to get to playing and practicing these guys. So if you already know what inversions are, if you don't need me to show you the fingerings, you can skip right ahead, all right? I'll put chapter markers down here. So first things first, let's talk about inversions. If we take a C major chord, the notes of that are C, E, and G. That's the 1, the 3, and the 5, C, E, G. If our root note, if C is the lowest pitch, like it is here, then we call that root position, because again, the root note is the lowest pitch. I don't care what other stuff is going on above it. It could be 1, 3, 5. It could be 1, 5, 3. It could be 1, 5, 1, 1, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1. I don't care. It's just about the bottom note. So if the lowest note is the 1, we call that root position. If the lowest note is the third of the chord, which in this case it would be an E, right? If that's the lowest note, we call that first inversion, right? Because it's sort of the first way that you can flip the chord on its head. It's the first way you can invert it, so first inversion. As you might expect, second inversion is when you put the fifth of the chord as the lowest pitch. So in C, again, it's C, E, and G, so G is our fifth. So if we play G, C, and E, this is second inversion, right? So to quick recap, if the root note's on the bottom, root position. If the third's on the bottom, first inversion. And if the fifth is on the bottom, that's second inversion. Now, once we get to playing all of these, that's it. It's just one of those 3 options. And you may notice that the guitar shapes seem like there's way more than 3 of them. But that's just because of the way the guitar is tuned, right? If you can sort of think around what one of my old teachers used to call the warp refraction threshold, where the guitar goes from being tuned in fourths, 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 major third, and then fourths, right? That major third between G and B is going to take all of those shapes and sort of scoot them over by 1 fret. So if you can see through that, you will see that this is really just 3 shapes, and that's it. That's harder to do than it sounds, though, but we'll get there. You just got to spend some time doing it. So that's inversions. Let's talk fingerings. I'm going to start on B flat because that just fits on the neck nicely without any open strings and stuff. And I want you to start with your pinky on the root note, on the low E string, right? So B flat is on the 6th fret here. So we're going to put our pinky there. And I can already hear some of you guys using your ring fingers or whatever. Just use your pinky. Okay, do it. Pinky, ring finger, and then your index finger is going to go down to the 3rd fret. So that should be the 6th, 5th, and 3rd frets. And this is root position, right? That's 1, 3, 5. Now, the reason I want you to use these fingers specifically is because it sets up the rest of these voicings, right? So if we're going to do, the next one would be first inversion. You can just lose the pinky and then use your index finger to bar the next string. And you have first inversion. Now we want second inversion. Again, lose the lowest note and just keep barring. 5, 1, 3. And now the final one we're going to have to adjust, scoot it down to be 3, 3, 1. frets. Third fret, first fret, and this is root position again, right? All right, we'll start slow. Let's do whole notes. So four beats, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Half notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Okay, so the next bunch of these chords is gonna start in first inversion. So in B flat, our major third is a D. So I want you to take your ring finger this time and find a D on the low E string, which is gonna be right here on the 10th fret. And then we're gonna bar 2 strings with our index finger, right? Now you may notice that this chord shape is the same shape as the second chord that we learned down here, right? Root position, first inversion, there it is. Just on different strings, right? But that is the exact same notes. So you're gonna notice that happen a lot. Because again, this is really just 3 chord shapes. After that, it's again pretty easy if you just think of it as your standard issue B flat bar chord, but you know, with a D on the bottom instead of that B flat that your index finger's on, you know? So here, after that first inversion, we're gonna switch into our bar chord shape. So there's our second inversion, root position, and then first inversion with a little bar with your index finger there. Root, second inversion, and then first inversion. Starting with whole notes again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. All right, switching to half notes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the last set of these is going to start in second inversion, which, if you recall, means that the fifth is on the bottom. And in B flat, our fifth is an F. So you may be thinking, let's play it right here, but we quickly run out of frets if we do it down there. So we're going to come up to the 13th fret here. Now, as far as fingerings go, don't use your index finger for this first one, and it will set you up for the rest, right? As long as your pinky is on that root note there, you get your 5, 1. As long as your pinky's right there, that will set you up for the rest of these guys, because here's second inversion, and then we got to switch over to root position. And if your pinky's there, you hardly have to move for the rest of this. Right, so it's just that slight motion there, and then you don't have to move your hand hardly at all. And I would just like to point out that this shape in the caged system is like the C major. You're just playing a C major shape, putting a capo on it with your index finger, and scooting that all the way up to B flat. That's what we're doing, basically. Again, whole notes up top. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Half notes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I'm going to leave this click track going because I want to do 2 more exercises with you that will connect all of these in your head a little bit. Firstly, we're just going to play through everything that we've done in order, right? So up and down the first set, 1, 2, 3, 4, do, 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 rest. And then up the next set, do, 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 rest. Up the third set, boo, 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 rest. Half notes, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. Rest. Last set. Nicely done, I think. I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I couldn't hear you that well. Leave this click track going because there's one more exercise I want to do. What we're going to do is stay on the same strings and go up and down those inversions on that set of strings, right? So instead of going this way, we're going to go this way. Up and down that way. We'll start on the lowest possible iteration without using open strings. And then come up and down 4 times. And then go to the next set of 3 strings, lowest possible iteration, up and down 4 times. Next set of strings, up and down 4 times. Last set of strings, up and down, you know, you get it. And we're gonna do whole notes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Next set of strings. Last one. Nice. You did it. You did it. I just want to say, it's cool that you're here. You know, this is like the last part of the video, so if you're seeing this, it means you've stuck around. And even if you don't have an axe in your hand practicing along, you're sitting here thinking about music, which is going to make you a better musician, which is a beautiful and creative thing to be in this weird universe that we find ourselves coexisting in. So, thank you, and congratulations, and like and subscribe. Oh, that really cheapens that message. But please, would you please like and subscribe? It'll help me out. And I'm really trying over here, so help. I'm gonna make other videos that will take you through the same approach, but all the different flavors of triads: minor, diminished, augmented, sus4. I don't know. Click on them, would you? So, thanks again. Like and subscribe. Hit me up for lessons. My email's in the doobly doop, whatever down there. I'm a fantastic teacher. I'm very well equipped. I'm freakishly knowledgeable, and I'm very excited to talk about it. So hit me up. I hope you have a nice day, ape descendant creature or extraterrestrial watching this.